cringe siding. Now we've got Mindfreak versus Riot, the previous regional champs. Caveman Ben has been popping off on Mindfreak as well, the previous major champs. What more do you want?
Well, early on, we see a battle for possession. Fever going for a pinch. That didn't work as planned. Walcott. Tap down. And we heard Cheeseman talk about Leduc. He was saying he's kind of a meme, or some players look at him as a meme, but we were seeing him hit some crazy shots yesterday. Some double taps, even a triple tap.
Oh, yeah.
Leduc seemed to be the best player in Fever. Ooh. That net was wide open.
Well, he's the main striker on offense when it comes to those crazy mechanics, and it's something that's happened recently. I was even hyping him up a little bit in the game chat earlier on. He even admitted, he's like, it's only been recent that I've been playing like this. I'm not sure where it came from, but hopefully we see the same performance, because I want to see some mechanics, some double taps. I would love to get more involved here with that vertical game where the ball just gets tossed up and you can see what a player has to offer. And Riot, I mean, this roster just loves to play defense and soak up the enemy's boost, but when you're given an opportunity, Caveman Ben, he's gonna make it count.
And that is sweet control by Fever. Fever catching it on the wall, taking it to the dribble, and then feeding it across the midfield to his teammate. That was a very good play. Caveman Ben, you see him being patient, waiting in front of net, and trusting that Fever was gonna get it there. Good start for Mindfreak. Tap off the ceiling. Fever, the double tap. Leduc got there for the save, but we're seeing tons of pressure now coming out. Requiem, a light hit. Close call again. Riot find themselves battling.
Look at the dribbles from Walcott. Oh my goodness. That was a 100-yard dash down the field. I'm not sure where that space came from, but Walcott took advantage of it, almost got the final flick in. That's what he's been doing well so far in this Riot squad, is taking the ball down. We even saw it versus Team Process in game 1, where he took the ball down slowly in the corner and was able to get some beautiful dribbles out into the midfield and set his team up. He did that so many times in a row, actually, in that series alone. So Walcott, lots of responsibility with the setups, and now Leduc the crash, 50-50 after 50-50, but eventually it's gonna fall in.
This ball was stuck on the goal line for quite some time. It was amazing that it was even saved the first go around. Walcott racing in to clean that one up. Riot, they stabilize quickly. And Walcott, we've seen him previously make defensive play after defensive play. Yeah. Even there, getting a demo midair.
That's just the style that Riot love to play. I mean, I view them almost as like a sponge on defense. They just kind of group up a bit and try to get Mindfreak to waste their boost on very low percentage shots. Things that are just thrown towards the net, giving up that possession. And Riot are trying to take advantage of that, get a counterattack in. We almost saw it with Walcott's cross-map dribble. And we're seeing even more space here so long as you can get out that first 50-50.
Leduc, he misses it. The backboard read, close from Caveman Ben. Mindfreak, they're amping up the pressure. Back pass from Fever will set up Ben. Caveman Ben air dribbling it over. Spy Doge to the corner, and Leduc will block it at the midfield. Requiem battling through the demo. Open net now for Requiem. The demo from Fever. That was a heads-up play.
And what's even more important is that 50 from Requiem in the midfield. If he doesn't win that, there is no opportunity on the net. It doesn't even matter if Fever gets that demo. You've got to win that challenge. Requiem did just that. And of course, the demo was perfectly timed from Fever as Mindfreak take the lead with explosive power.
Fever, I've seen him a few times now go for those bumps, go for those demos. You see him even chasing down Spy Doge. But Leduc, the shot off the pass from Spy Doge. Spy Doge, he had to battle through to get that ball in there.
This is exactly what Riot like doing, taking the ball from their corner, getting a nice little dish out into the midfield on a counterattack. The best player to be on the receiving end of that pass too, of course, it's Leduc. He's gonna find the back of the net and strike almost every time he gets the chance to.
Okay, man, Ben. Going for the block, and that's saved by Leduc. Leduc not only doing the job on offense, also playing on that back line. Requiem will hit it over to the side. Fever to the middle. This is dangerous. Walcott drops it straight down. Spido's off the post, and Leduc will hit it to the corner. That was close. The savvy pass from Walcott, that almost was enough.
That was lovely positioning. Now, Requiem can't get back in time. Walcott just needed to put this one on target, and it'll roll in.
You see Requiem, he was out of boost.
Wow.
Trying to flip back. Leduc just letting it roll by. Requiem had nothing in the tank to get back. Riot, look at this saves.
Yeah.
How many they got? 8, 9 saves right now? This is how did this happen? Fever off the kickoff.
What? Caveman Ben with the flick across, then this one dropped down. The passing play from Caveman Ben to get that one out. Then Requiem is in position. That's how you spread the field. Everybody's got to pay attention right there to the positioning from all three players on Mindfreak.
And not only that, just having that ball break through on the 50 on the goal line.
This is a shootout, James. I did not expect this in game one.
And a chance to end it in regulation. Spidoge will hit it down. Requiem just going to drop it. Game 1 overtime. It's a perfect hit back to Fever. He's going to get it by 2. Almost getting the block. Requiem. Hit it to the side. Going to go for a pinch off the wall. Full boost for Fever, but the booming clear from Walcott going to be returned from Fever. But right to Spidoge. Spidoge has the ball leak out to Requiem. Walcott, zone back wall, going to try to get another touch, but Fever hits it high, bouncing to the middle. Spidoge. See, it has been back and forth at the midfield. Battle for possession, neither team really keeping it for much longer than a hit.
It has been very smart positioning, though, from Riot so far on the defensive side in this overtime. They are positioning themselves in the passing lanes, playing a bit of man coverage, trying to predict where Mindfreak want to move this ball and get that golden interception to give you a free shot on net. Usually it's Walcott, like we see here, taking it out of the defense.
Spidoge off the ceiling. Out of the corner. Fever has a lot of boost. This is bouncing into the middle. Caveman Ben will hit it down. Demo on Requiem, however. Caveman Ben out of boost. Fever also out of boost. This is looking bad for Mindfreak. The shot is blocked, but Requiem still empty. Caveman Ben will keep it out. And he has enough boost to get this downfield going for a block.
That's 2 of them.
Commit. Fever's the last one back, and that was a scary moment.
Oh my goodness, you could tell Walcott, he knew exactly where to strike that ball and how hard to hit it. Barely getting the touches, Mindfreak, but the miss off the backboard, you've got to make contact with that ball. Otherwise, this Riot squad, this defensive play style is gonna make you pay.
Riot, they bled Mindfreak dry of boost, and that boost starvation is what led to that goal. Neither player had enough boost to get back and make that save. Riot, what a series, or what a game so far from them. They get 10, well, how many saves is this? 10 saves? And then almost
unreal.
11 shots. So Riot really doing the job on both ends.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly where they want to be. They love being a bit more defensive, and you can tell with how confident they are with their rotations. A big part of this also does come from Walcott and his positioning. He was, by far, in my opinion, the MVP in game number 1. The clears he was getting, the power he was striking the ball with, everything was just exceeding my expectations. While there were some good looks from Mindfreak, I thought that the game was mostly in the control of Riot, and you could see how that affected the Mindfreak defense, James.
Yeah, Mindfreak in those final moments started to have trouble keeping up with the pace from Riot. Riot kept booming those balls in tough spots, and Mindfreak, they were using up all their boosts just to get the hit, and you saw the coordinated attack coming out from Riot, eventually taking advantage of that positioning and that boost advantage.
Right. And this is a common strategy from teams to play this passive style that Riot are going for. Off the crossbar, and down is Requiem, who finally shatters that defensive line.
I mean, you gotta give credit to Caveman Ben. This one, it bounces down off the crossbar. Was that going in, or would... I'd have to take another look. That was crazy.
I thought that I saw the power. I couldn't even see the nameplate with how fast the ball carried on. I thought that was all.
Might have been going in. I think it might have been going in, but Requiem making sure.
Yeah, just add the security. Why not?
Caveman Ben getting bumped. Leduc taking this over to the side. Spy Doge trying to get that over to Walcott. Leduc up to Walcott now.
Oh, that's good.
Fever trying to self-pass it off the wall, but that play was cut out. Requiem will drop it down. Leduc with some space. Will go for backboard, but that's denied by Ben.
On its clean movement so far for Riot down the field. Still trailing by a goal, but eventually I do expect a mistake to come out. But this is a lot of space for Requiem, who didn't make use of it. A bit of an awkward decision there, but at least he was in position to keep that pressure going.
Leduc let this down to Walcott. Walcott bailing out. Spy Doge in the corner. Fever falling on the wall. Perhaps a chance to look for a bumper or demo. That shot will easily be saved by Caveman Ben, who's low on boost now. Will flick it up. Fever tapping downfield.
Oh, I like the booming clears, the strategy that Riot's going for, but a lot of times that person, or that player rather, who's waiting on the other side of the field to receive the clear, goes for another pass, but they don't have the offensive presence yet to get another player ready to receive even that second touch on the offensive side, so it's kind of wasted. I would love to see an earlier shot maybe from the midfield as Leduc. The midfield pass to Walcott. It connected, but the accuracy wasn't there. Still, one of the best looks we've seen out of Riot.
But now, this is an attack coming from Mindfreak. The ball going all the way downfield, however. Leduc blasting that one.
It's another one. Spy Doge. He hit that in the midfield, James. Nobody was ready for it. Nobody.
The clears have been very effective from Riot. It has been catching Mindfreak by surprise. Especially Leduc getting some big booms. Leduc, another long clear. Fever touches it over to the corner. Spy Doge, corner pass, and Fever, that was a key jump there. If he misses that ball, that shot was going to be coming on target.
Oh yeah, huge read. But again, look at the clears. Riot kind of tossing this one out. They do get more possession, but it's intercepted by Requiem, who in similar fashion to, I believe it was Fever, intercepted the ball so early, was able to get a nice transition and stop any momentum from even being started on the side of Riot.
Leduc jumping in the lane yet again. Walcott now in the corner will go for it, but Requiem hitting it to the corner. Spy Doge poking it around, but Fever's there. Leduc forced to make the save. Caveman Ben coming in, going for the backboard pass. Walcott with the read, but didn't clear it out very far. However, Leduc coming from behind, making sure that Caveman Ben can't get in the play.
Look at Requiem just being a bully to Leduc and not letting him rotate out. I love moments like that. You can see the physicality. You know, why not be a little bit more toxic on the field and try to get into the minds of Riot, make them tilt a bit more. That's Requiem doing his most that he can, that rotation.
Good luck. Fever blasting that high. That was a scoreable shot. Could have been able, or could have hit that top corner. But the placement just off. Spidoge. Round one gets the dunk on Fever. Ball going to the corner. Low boost situation now for Mindfreak. We saw them concede that game-losing goal due to boost.
Riot's working so hard, James, to get this ball into the midfield, and the striker is nowhere to be found. We just saw Walcott get a little wave dash dribble play, toss it out to the midfield, but Spidoge finally, the chance he's been waiting for. He muscles it through the defense and ties it up with 8 seconds remaining.
And Spidoge, Fever was trying to fake him into making a move. He was trying to fake the challenge,
he didn't
make the move, and yet absolutely no bite from Spidoge. He was playing that goal line 50 from the very beginning.
You could tell it was planned out. Maybe they'll get another one off the kickoff. That one blocked out from Requiem, and a huge clear from Leduc. Certainly that's going to end it. Instead, we've got Fever keeping this one up. Maybe we'll get that buzzer beater that we always love to see. Of course not. It drops down overtime in game number 2.
Requiem, the block. Now Spidoge has declared out Leduc, now getting that downfield. Spidoge staying in the play. Gonna go up off the ceiling. Getting blocked by Requiem. First game went to overtime as well, Turtle.
And we're seeing nice little mechanics here and there from Riot. Still would like to see a bit more aggressive positioning, seeing as the only goal they've gotten has been off that 50 compared to Mindfreak's clangor of a shot that Caveman Ben had. But look at all the pressure from Riot. A shot sent in from the corner from Walcott, saved out by Requiem, but they're just laying an assault right now on the defense of Mindfreak.
Spidoge beating 2 defenders in the air. Leduc has a chance. The shot off of Fever and in. Leduc taking advantage of this situation where he had a numbers advantage.
Oh my goodness. We got to see this again. This one bounced off of Fever to get the angle and go into the back of the net. There could have been a potential save from that third man rotating in from Fever, who had to go up for the shot. You can't knock him for trying, but that is tilting, to say the least, for Mindfreak and especially Fever. You do not want to lose game 2 in that fashion, James.
Well, and I mean, you feel bad for Fever.
Wow.
Because, you know, Spidoge, he made the play to isolate Fever. He was going for the air dribble. He came off his own back wall, made the first defender miss, boosted into the second touch that got it around the second defender. And the last player left was Fever. And Leduc just puts a hard hit on target. And what are you going to do? Fever tried to make the touch, ended up knocking it into his own net. That was a tough situation to be in. And really, this game was stolen. You saw the 8-second goal and then that overtime winner. That was a steal from Riot.
Yeah. And I was looking just now at the replay package, trying to see if that third man rotation was going to have enough time to get to the ball. I don't think there would have been enough time for a player from Mindfreak to get in net and finally make a save if Fever had not touched the ball. But still, I mean, you're leaving it up to a guess at that point. You would at least want to give him the chance. That's just unfortunate for Fever, who, like you said, got in an awkward position, forced to go up. What are you going to do about it? You got to move forward and try to get the first game. Get on the board here for Mindfreak.
And kudos to Spidoge as well for getting that isolation play to Leduc. Spidoge doing some heavy lifting. Yeah. 2 overtime wins in a row now.
And that's 2 smart plays from Spidoge. We saw the 50 where he forced it in and knew exactly where to go with that ball, knew exactly how to get the 50, and also knows just how to get that one into the midfield for a nice shot on net, but it's saved out for Mindfreak.
Man, Ben. So saw him flipping upside down, trying to use his wheels to slow down the touch. Requiem, tap it up. Leduc coming from behind, missed the hit. We've seen Leduc a few times now, though, where he's rotating back and then still goes for the touch on his way back.
Oh, good plays from Fever there in the midfield to follow it up, but Unfortunately, none of his teammates were there to support him. And look at how slow they are in the midfield. Caveman Ben, he was positioned nicely, ready for that awkward pinch off the sidewall, but a bit slow to go up for the challenge and can't keep the pressure in. Now you're giving it up, and Leduc with a shot on it off the post, saved from Requiem. How did that not go in? Another save from Fever, and they narrowly miss out from getting a solid opportunity on net.
And then they're off the crossbar, down and out.
What's
Neither
going on?
team can score at this moment. That was tough.
I love this region, James. This is so much fun to watch. And you even think it back to Mindfreak and how they got here. James, Requiem was gifted a game-winning goal in that series against Direwolves because Zen missed the kickoff. You can't make this up. You just
some of these plays are mesmerizing. And it's crazy how close that these guys have gotten to scoring and then still walked away without a goal. Now on both ends, Mindfreak and Riot, these two have been neck and neck every game. And that demo from Fever will be a chance. Goes for the backboard pinch pass, but Spydoge will break up the play. Requiem over to the side. Caveman Ben. Another tap onto the ground. Leduc will get the touch. High pop. Walcott first two at good speed. Now Spydoge will float it up in the air. Fever off to the side. Leduc going for the backboard. Caveman Ben got the first touch and the clear downfield.
Oh, lovely positioning from Spydoge as Walcott is off the backboard and lands on the ball, but Ben was ready. Counterattack after counterattack. Requiem, you got to find the angle, but what a bounce to go straight up to Fever. This is all over the place. How do you even predict where this ball is trying to go, James?
It's tough to predict right now, Turtle. This has been booms back and forth. A miss here and there that opens up the field that hasn't been capitalized on.
For 1 second, we're in the Riot half, and then we've also got a Mindfreak counterattack. Yeah, right after that one, just nonstop action this series.
Requiem. Go for that dunk that forces it to the corner, but Spydoge with a ton of real estate. Go for a flick.
Oh.
Testing Fever. Requiem also bites. Mindfreak, see how they play defense here. Caveman Ben gets the boost stolen from in front of him. He's on 0. Requiem also on 0. Spydoge with the win. Fever will tap it high. Walcott, open net on the respawn. Requiem can't get back in time. And we see the first goal coming from Walcott downfield.
And it's Fever who tried to get the midfield pass out to Requiem, who got demoed, couldn't get back to net in time. Riot somehow managed to form an attack in their defensive half with a demo. It's a rare instance. We don't see those often, but maybe we'll get a kickoff goal, which we do see often. It is Requiem, another one to add to his kickoff goal scoreline.
I mean, that feels good if you're Requiem. He got a bump on Walcott.
Wow.
Mid-jump. So that was catching a break, and honestly, they needed one. Requiem, you saw him on respawn, and on that last play, immediately went for boost. If he goes for net, he's probably making that save. But, you know, after you get demoed and you respawn, boost sounds like the best thing. Mindfreak getting back into this game. Caveman Ben dodges the demo attempt from Spydoge. High pass to Leduc. Hit downfield, Requiem. Get the ball bouncing down. Caveman Ben hunting. Walcott gets the demo on Fever. A demo that could have been dangerous, but nicely recovered now. Mindfreak looking to get their first win of the series. They've lost 2 games of overtime. Will we see a third?
Oh my goodness, or maybe not even go to OT. Walcott wanted to end it right there. Could have gotten the shot in, but it was saved out. Now we'll see how they decide to play in their defensive half. Again, it has been a passive style from Riot, where they want to remain calm in their defensive end, then explode out a little bit more with the counterattacks. But Mindfreak seemed to have an answer, and they did with the kickoff. Over to Leduc in the corner. He'll bounce it high off the ceiling. Walcott
The crazy touch. Caveman Ben has to be careful. Struggling in front of net. Spydoge stays with the play. Requiem got full boost now, but he's pounced on by Leduc. Leduc in the corner going for the pass. Walcott's there, but Fever breaks up the play. Caveman Ben will clear it downfield, and Mindfreak survive.
Oh, I love the little touch from Spydoge, but actually gave away possession because of the poor 50. He's still back in the air, making sure his rotation is good. The one-on-one from Walcott, the double jump. He hits it into the back of the net. The one-on-one play. Walcott's been dribbling all series long. The perfect player you want downfield just for that play.
Walcott, perfect on the boost management, was running on fumes, but still able to catch the ball and had enough control over it to get that double jump, force that ball up and in. Riot, their third overtime win. This has been an anomaly of a series, Turtle. Close games, 3 overtime wins, all by the same team.
Again, it's Walcott. Walcott is my MVP of this series so far. I think he's criminally underrated so far. Leduc, of course, we got the flashy play. Spydoge has been very solid in the midfield. I love the challenges and also the slower pace dribbles out of his half. But Walcott, give this man some credit with those dribbles of his own. On the offensive side that we saw on the OT, even from his own corners, he's dribbling this one out. And he seems to be in the exact position he needs to be for his team almost every single time, James.
It's been clutch play from Riot. They have been playing Mindfreak very closely, but you're seeing that clutch factor. And you know, this is how they got that win in the regional. These guys, really something else.
I wonder if they even feel pressured in these instances with how much defense they enjoy playing, with the style that they are known for. You know, they've got to just be stone cold with the comms. They're not stressing at all. Barely any sweat running down. I mean, they are just calm, cool, and collected.
Spydoge gonna let Walcott take it. Walcott getting challenged. Requiem will go for the corner. Leduc, nice touch and gets help. You see how quickly Spydoge is zooming into the play to help out. Walcott driving by the ball. Fortunately for Riot, that shot was not on target. Bit lackadaisical getting back to that shot.
Definitely an opportunity for Requiem, as Walcott did miss the touch in the midfield. Still a difficult shot, though. Don't want to blame him too harsh, but those are the type of hits you need to make and count in this instance versus Riot. There's another one for Fever off the post and out. Mindfreak just barely missing the target.
Mindfreak, they can't catch a break right now, or so it seems. Fever to Requiem. Fever again going for a challenge. Caveman Ben. Caveman Ben's been a bit quiet. Really, all of Mindfreak has been struggling to keep pace.
I love the dribbles and the control from Riot. They're giving a lot of space from Mindfreak, and they know when to keep it close. Like Leduc here, that first touch, while it looks like he's not trying to keep control, you know that in his head, he's trying to get as soft a touch so that you can continue forward and get the dunk. It's small little instances like that for Riot that make them the superior team, especially in overtime. They're just that much more clutch and more aware of the positioning and space around it.
Fever. See a little bump. Leduc getting aggressive. Back pass to Walcott. Approaching the halfway point, just hitting it. Still scoreless. These last 2 games going to overtime at 1-1. Spydoge off the backboard. Will get the bounce. Rebound out to Walcott. Walcott hammers that in. The rebound opportunity.
Wow.
Walcott, he has been key.
And this is one of those rare opportunities where missing the net actually benefits the second striker. That was Spydoge, who had an opportunity to find the angle on the net. Fever was on the backboard, but instead Spydoge hits it bounces it off that same backboard behind Fever and sets up a better shot for the consistent striker that is Walcott.
Walcott has been like the janitor, cleaning up all those opportunities that come his way in front of net.
He's just
big time plays
all series long. The rock, the foundation, I'd say, for this Riot squad.
And he has not let him down. Another demo. Walcott having some space. You saw him have low boost. Does get the mid boost and the corner boost. Going to be starving out Mindfreak. We've seen them struggle at times with the boost game. Walcott not helping not helping him out at all in that regard. Leduc misses the challenge. Requiem, and now Fever with the demo. This could be good, but the bounce off the corner goes out to the sideline. If that goes into the middle, you think Mindfreak might have a scoring chance.
But it was Walcott. Again, there in position after his teammate got demoed, and then still striking the net, making Requiem use his boost. And then as he rotates out, Walcott goes for their corner, tries to starve him out, and he's back in position to receive this ball and go for the clear.
Requiem has Fever in the corner. Fever, pass to the middle. Caveman Ben rushed the touch.
Walcott's alone.
Does get the double tap. But if Caveman Ben, if he takes a bit more time there, he might have been able to score that one. Spydoge to the sideline. This is tournament life for Mindfreak. Out to Requiem. He catches it. Now taking it up the wall. Has Caveman Ben in the middle. The pass is through. Caveman Ben is shut down by Walcott.
Oh my goodness. You can't stop this man and his consistency. Walcott undefeated with the challenges, the defensive positioning, but there's still one last chance for Mindfreak. It's intercepted by Leduc. Certainly this one's gonna drop down and Riot take the series win in a clean 4-0.
3 overtime wins in a row, followed up by a 1-0 win. It doesn't get much closer than this, Turtle.
Wow, it's so small. This is one of those series again that you talk about, you know, being a sweep and how it was a very dominant showing from Riot. I don't think that's valid at all because of how close the scoreline was. I mean, Mindfreak played very, very well. I thought they had a lot of good looks on net, but Riot, they were just seconds, just milliseconds with their decision-making, with their awareness better than Mindfreak, and that's what made the difference. And that's why you see them taking wins in overtime. The clutch factor of Walcott and how they're able to keep that composure, James, to move forward. And that's also why I believe they got that reverse sweep in a best-of-7 against Ground Zero. There's just something a little bit different about this Riot squad in pressure situations that makes them succeed against their opponents.
Yeah, and it was a great all-around effort from Riot. We saw Spydoge getting some key touches, playing that midfield game wonderfully. Leduc playing some great defense. Walcott, some huge plays as well. Getting that catch in overtime on almost no boost and then popping that into the net. Walcott also cleaning up multiple goals. This was a great series all around for Riot.
Yeah, absolutely. I am excited to see if they can continue this forward. I mean, if there's a team to make it all the way through the lowers, still try to get a bracket reset, I think it's Riot. They've got the stamina for it.
Well, we'll find out if they indeed do. Cringe Society going to have to go up against Riot, and that's going to be in the lower finals, which is coming up right after the break.